Okay, let's talk about family. How would you define family, and what does family mean to you?
That's a great question. What does family mean to me? Family is one of the most important things in my life.
To me, family is a support network. Family is people who are going to be there for you, no matter what.
It's the most important unit in the world.
To me, family is everything, and I don't think I'm alone in that. I think many people who work at Amway and join Amway and are inspired by what we're doing is really because of family.
It is something that we have lived and that is very personal to me because of my connection to the founders.
I'm sure they dreamed about the day when their grandchildren were going to be working together and stewarding this business that they love, that they poured their lives into.
In their sense, it was more, more community. It was the environment. It was the atmosphere that they wanted to create. An atmosphere where you were appreciated, you were loved, you were welcomed, you were encouraged. All those things that they experienced in their family, they lived and passed on to our generation.
It has spanned across multi-generations, even beyond our family.
Being a part of a family business is a blessing, and I'm not just talking about the Van Andel family or the DeVos family, but all of our families around the world. That's a real blessing to be in a business that values families and wants to work with families.
It's amazing how it translates all the way across the world, from one culture to the next. We are all equally as invested in each other's success.
It's the family that holds that base of fundamentals and values together. The fact is, we have new people coming into the business and new people growing their own small businesses day in, day out. So that's what the future is.
The future of Amway needs a global family of people working together. The spirit of Amway is in each one of us. And so the fact that we can come together and work towards our goals and our visions for the future, that's what's going to help us continue to succeed and continue to grow.
The Amway fundamentals, they were all important to my dad and to Uncle Rich, but I think the one that my dad spoke about the most was freedom. That was a passion of his.
When you look at freedom, that was who Dad and Rich absolutely were. They knew that they wanted to do something together, and they wanted to do it themselves, and they wanted to take the concept of free enterprise, and that was going to be their life.
When I think about the word freedom and the founder's fundamentals, I think about opportunity and kind of flexibility. I think that's the unique thing about Amway is you're able to have both by building a business here. You can do it how you want to do it. You can do it on your own time, at your own pace, but the opportunity is consistent.
It doesn't have to be one way. Everybody's different. Everybody's got different experiences. Everybody's got different competencies. To point in one direction and say you have to do it that way is against the very fabric of what Amway is. Amway is about an idea. Amway is about the idea of owning your own business.
And it doesn't matter what culture we're in, it doesn't matter what country we're in. It's somebody who wants to go into business for themselves. They believe in those same values, and it's like a magnet, and they're drawn directly to it.
Freedom is the freedom to build a business of your own, and advocating for that freedom for people around the world to make a life of their own. That's something that is incredibly core to what we believe.
I really do believe in the human spirit of wanting to do better in life. How many stories have you heard in your lifetime of people that have come from nothing and worked their ways up? That's Amway. That's what we do. And we offer that opportunity to everybody. Now, if I talk about hope, that one reflects Uncle Rich. The number one thing he said to me is he says, Barb, you can do it. Work hard, you can do it.
You know, Rich and Jay lived it. Their experiences at times through the Great Depression and through World War II primarily demonstrated to them that difficult times are things you work through. They don't last forever. And when you believe that, you started to work towards that.
Let's say I'm somebody who has tried a lot of different things but have never been successful in what I've done. That's where hope kicks in. Guess what? We've had people that haven't been able to do anything before grab onto the Amway business. They've had help from others, and they've continued to advance themselves. And that, for me, is why we keep the Amway business going every day.
I feel like hope for me is about this sense of optimism that, you know, you're in control of your future, but there's brighter days ahead, and you aren't in it alone.
Hope is not a selfish endeavor, and it shouldn't be. You hope for the best for others. That is paramount. It's not just hope for me, but it's hope for you, and it's hope for the future, for those who are not even here yet.
When I look ahead and I think about what's next for our generation, it's pure excitement and hope for the future and optimism in what that's going to look like, because I know in my core that we have a great future ahead of us.
Every day I come into work, you're able to think about that person on the other side of the world who's starting their Amway business and pursuing their goals. They have hope for the future, looking at a way to make a better life for themselves and their family. That's what drives me every morning. That's what's so exciting.
Time we go, all right, I accomplished something and I get rewarded for that. And it goes beyond financial rewards.
Reward is somebody standing there and saying, hey, look at this person, look what they've done. And recognition like that goes a long way.
There's reward in knowing you did a good job. You tried your hardest and you succeeded, or you overcame challenges.
When you're in the Amway business and you're building your own thing, you know what you've accomplished. You can celebrate it because, yes, you've had support, but realistically, you did it because of you. I think that's what's so great about the Amway business is that we don't just pick winners. We don't choose who's going to be celebrated. That moment's open to everybody.
And that's why at Amway, there are financial rewards, but there's a ton of things we do to recognize people, to celebrate achievement, and to have a relationship with people that communicates that they are important, their work is important, and that this recognition of your work is also important.